You're going to have to move your butty. Yeah, because Mummy's doing a video. Yes. Hello everybody, and how are you? Welcome to the Flower Patch. My name's Iris Smith, and I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Right, today guys, we're going to do a spring arrangement, and I'm going to do it in lilacs. The only reason for this is because I've had a request. I just love the requests me. And a lady by the name of Katie has asked if I could do a small Loveheart arrangement on a little wreath. Or a small, well, she said wreath, but on a Loveheart wreath, obviously. So we're going to do that today. I've got my cat sat right on my mat here. I'm going to have to move him. He's not going to like it. So first of all, before I alter the camera, we're going to go through what we're going to use. I've done again already a small bow in lilac and purple. On the bow, I've got lavender. On the white, the 2.5 inch bow, I've done 2 loops of that in 6 inch. Then I've just got the plain eleganza burlap ribbon in 1.5 inch and in lilac. And then I placed a small 2 inch little piece in the middle, and then I just put in the purple or the lilac, just extra tail ends. And that's all I'm going to do on this one. So I've done that in advance. The Loveheart Wreath is just this small one. I've picked out the smallest one I've got, and this is for the widest point, 12 inches. It's got a metal hook here, so you can just attach something there. I may attach ribbon, or I may just put some rope round it. So we've got that as well. Now, I have got some dried flowers and foliage. I've placed picks on them before I've started the video. And in the bunch, I got a great big bunch last year. I've only just opened majority of it today, and it had 3 of these dried little baby chrysanthemums in white. So I thought we'd take those out and we'll use those. We've also got, I've had my cat playing with them, well, with the bunch. Some of this dyed wheat, so I've placed those on picks as well. I've in the pack as well, what came with it, we also had some bunny tails, which, as you know, on dried floral, the stems are easily bend and very breakable. So I've had to place picks right up to the top just to secure them. I've got 7 out. Well, I did have, 7. I've got 7 out, and they are in like a purple lilac with a bit of, like an ombre look. They fade a little bit at the tips. And then I found 3 just of these in the pack as well. I haven't put picks on these because they are quite strong, so I thought we could just either chop away at those and place those in. I'm not sure what they are, but I thought they would add a little bit extra. And then also, mainly in the pack, where there was lots of this dried white grass, so we're going to just add that in again for different texture to the arrangement. So that's in the dried flowers. So in the artificial, I've got some grass, cut them down, and I sprayed them as well purple. They were green. You may see green on it. I haven't got it all, but majority of it I've sprayed in purple, and we're going to use that. So I've been waiting for this to dry. I've cut down off a big bunch. I've got lots of lavender, lots. So with us having lavender on the bow, I've grabbed out just some and this is slightly dusted. So we're going to add some lavender in. I've also got out my parfavolia as well, which is darker at the bottom and it goes lighter to the top, just for a bit of movement. If I feel I need something similar, I will get some boxwood out as well. So we've got that. I want to use the rest of these oddments up of my dusted twined fern before I even start on the new stems, so we could get these used. So I thought, for movement again, let's get in some twined fern. Now I've got this out. Where's the other one? I had two here. And this is the, I think it's called the umbrella leaf tree or something like that, because of the way it goes down. So I've placed some on picks, and then I've just got 3 left. I should have placed the last 3 on picks, but my mind just got distracted. So we may add some of this in, which is green, it's variegated, and then like a yellow colour around the tips. I have got out what I got from Wilko's, which is about £7. These swags where you can pull off bits, because they're all on paperback, and use individually. You will get lots and lots on here, guys, just to play with and use. And I thought they look very spring-like, so I thought we could use these in it as well, and also with the small like blossom flowers and a bit of white astilbe, so we'll use that as well. For our floral, I have got out, I only want to use a few, I'm probably just 3 of our lilac coloured roses, where it's got some seeds in it, some fortunia and a bit of like fern for greenery, and I thought we could use that. And I have got out, I've just grabbed a couple of bunches of these lovely wild daisies. I love these, and again they've got movement and they will look so pretty with them having white as well. They've got like 2 different purples, a darker one and a lilac, and then just bits of white foliage in. I have got out these bellflowers again because I didn't use them the other day, so I may also incorporate the odd little bit. I may chop the odd ones off and just add in the bellflower. Aren't they lovely? And they've got their own foliage as well. So I haven't got a lot of foliage out because the majority of things I've got have got their own foliage. And I've also got out some baby, let me think, I only got 3 out. They come with their own foliage again, and a few little seed heads and eucalyptus attached to it. Dahlias, that's the word I'm looking for, baby dahlias. So we've got those also. And then I've just grabbed a few, and I found two pieces, I think, yeah, here, what are just different, but I've just grabbed a few, about 6 stems of my favourite flower, the ranunculus. So we're going to add those, and they're also purple. There's 3 different tones of purple in there, dark, medium and light. So we're going to add some of those in. So that's what we've got for our project today. So if I just get these, and my cat's going to moan because I'm going to have to move him now. I don't like moving him, guys, because I do like him with me. But when I'm working, I have to move him. I'm going to do the arrangement on the bench because my shoulder's still playing up, and this morning it is hurting for some reason a bit more. So standing up and lifting my arm to there hurts. So I want to do it flat on the surface. So let me just move the camera, and then I'm going to have to move my cat. So he may not like it. He's sat there, so you'll see him, guys. I'm going to have to maybe place it around there. So let's move that. Are you going to move now? Good boy. So, here is our Loveheart wreath. Now, I'm considering placing the bow at the top today and letting the tail ends hang and work around it. And I want to attach the bow first. I don't mind once things go behind it, that it slightly lifts like that as a, tighter cluster together. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to attach it using a plastic weaving needle to get the wires at the back, as you can see, because I placed floral wire in. Just place one of them through, bend it over so it doesn't come through or you lose the wire on the needle. So that's one. Now let's do the other one. There we go. So I've just pulled that through. I'm just going to position the bow so it sits quite nice in the center of the love heart. I'm just going to pull it, and then I'm going to twist the wire at the back just to hold it on. I twist about 1 inch and then I cut the remaining wire off. And then I get my needle nose pliers, bend it back so it goes back into the wreath, so nothing sharp is going to scratch on the customer's door. So then we've got that. So that is our bow attached. So first of all, I'm going to start with the foliage. I just moved those there. And I'm going to chop bits off. You can pull them to a certain degree at the bottom. And what I want is 2 coming out from the sides here. So I want another one very similar to that. As well. And you can manipulate these because they are wired. Every little stem is wired right to the top. So you can bring some forward, have some. We will alter that once we've placed it in, but we want one here and then one here. So I'm just going to place this under there like that, and then we'll do the other one on the opposite side like so. So again, you can manipulate, and I want to bring some of the grass, the foliage up above as well. And then also lean some going downwards. And just make it fluffy, that it sits quite nice and full. And I want to bring it like that. Let's just have a look. So we've got that. So at the moment I don't want to use any more because we have got quite a bit. I want to attach in our dusted twined fern. And I'm going to bring some of that up to the top as well. So let's just cut the stem a little bit shorter. And I'm just lifting up the bow, adding that in with it to give it that movement. And then placing one on the opposite side as well. So we've got those in. I'm going to bring some coming down. Oh, here's my cat again. Stay there. Stay there. No, you can't come near Mummy. Not today. He sits in between all of the flowers. So I'm going to bring one under here. So that can fall within the bow. And put the loops on top so it hangs down. Let's see. I am going to bring it coming down slightly, so I'll hang on to those few little pieces. I'll hang them further down. I want to just place in, so usually I do the foliage and everything first, but I just want to place in some of my roses with the foliage. Maybe one around here. Some of the foliage isn't on all the flowers, so I may have to just take a flower head off and pop on the foliage. Just pop some of this on. I want to bring one there. I'm just pulling because they've got some stems what I've just got foliage on, so I'm taking those off and placing them on with the rose. can get that through. And I want to bring that one sitting down here. So we are going to go down. So I'll place that there. So let's place in our roses, and then we can work around the flowers as well. So I'm going to have that there. And I'm creating a triangle with placement with the roses. Like that. And then with this one. I may cut that a little bit shorter actually. And we'll place that one like that. So we've got it like that. I'm going to place a couple of these ferns. Oops, I've just caught my ribbon. Just hanging down. At the side of it. Like so. And I may have one just coming up in the center as well. So I'll cut that stem extremely short and then just bend it upwards. Just make sure that the glue is off of the ribbon. There we go. So we've got that like so. Oops, come on. No, you can't. Don't touch. I'm going to bring the odd bunny tail in also around the top. Just to add that little bit extra fluffiness. There. We'll bring one down here as well. So whatever I'm placing up above here, I will bring down below. So then it all becomes balanced. Oops, I've dropped it. We'll bring, I've got 3. So I'm going to bring these here, one either side here and then one at the bottom, because again I am going down. So let me just cut all these. So we'll bring one around here. And again, I'm bringing it in a little bit because it is, the Loveheart does go down into that point. What did I do with the other one that's here? So we've got that down there. Now I've got these, I've got 3, so I'm going to bring one down at the bottom here, and I'm going to bring the other 2 out from the sides. So do I? Yes, I'll bring them there. Just cut it at an angle. I'm just mingling, you know, intermingling the greenery with it. Because it is quite long and I can't bend it because there's no wire in it. So we'll just bring some of our greenery. Then I've got this one, I'll bring to the bottom. Like so. Now I have got those, but I think I may bring some more of this foliage down the sides, but I won't use as much. So I'm going to just take this one off and then break it up. We may need the odd bit more. Pull it off. As you can see, you get lots with it. And it's on paperback, so I will take away the paperback. I'll split these 2 in half as well. So because I'm just going to remove the paperback because I don't like it sticking out. Cut. I'm going to cut it off because I don't want the stems that long. That one. Just got a flower, so I'm going to add that one to this. And because that's on a wire, all I'm going to do is just wrap the wire around it. Just cut that last little bit off. So I'm going to bring 2 of the flowers coming down here either side. And mix them up with the bunny tail. I'm going to bring these also on the outside. Or should I say, I'll bring them here. And again, you can manipulate them to bend in any direction, which is fabulous. They are push-ups as well. They do push further up, but I want to keep them as they are. And then just manipulate them and give them a natural bend to the left and to the right. I'll bring that down there because it's on its own. So we'll place that. I don't think I can get that in very well. Let's just cut it a little bit more and try again. And then I've got this left. I may bring that in with just a twine fern. Here in the center and just bend it so it looks a little bit more full around that area. I may cut these tail ends, you know, if I feel they're a bit too long and they're getting in the way, but that's what we've done so far. In fact, let's have a look at the tail ends. I think I'm going to cut them probably to around here. I'll dovetail them. Oops. So they don't get in the way of everything. So I've shortened those so they can sit amongst the middle. Yeah, like that. I want to place something here because it's still a little bit bare, but I will be putting floral and things like that up there. So let's, oh, the cat doesn't move. My cat won't move. Stubborn as anything, guys. He may look beautiful, but he's a very stubborn cat. So we'll just place a couple of these in as well. The dried wheat. My sister will like this because she likes purples and pinks. Let's just cut that one. It's a little bit too long. So I've got these. I'm going to bring these down the bottom because I've got 3 of them. Because we've got the white flowers up here, let's get some added around the bottom as well. So again, what I'm doing one side, I'm going to do the opposite side. Again, that's balancing it out. I'm going to bring some down here. Just alongside of these. Slightly bring them in because again we're going to a point and I've got one left that I will also bring down to the point at the bottom. Oops, I broke it off. So I won't be using that one then, guys. So let me just pull that wire out. It's come off the wire. I just got a little bit of a leaf left on it, so we'll leave that in. Again, add to the texture. So we'll put the little flowers in. Let's get the glue string. I can see. Sit that like that on that side. And again on the opposite side, just sit it up a little bit. I don't know if that's still a little bit too long. Yeah, that's better. Now we've got some of these white grasses that I want to dot all the way around. I'm not sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put one in the center at the top. That they are quite long, so I'm cutting the stems quite short. So we've created the triangle with these as well. start bringing these down the side as well. Let's cut them all down. And we're going to start bringing something around here. If I think these may be a bit too long, I'll just chop off the tips of them. Like this one, for instance. I think that may be a bit too long. So don't be afraid to chop at the ends. So I've got 2 more. Do I? Oh, I've got that stuck. Maybe bring those to the top. No, you're not. It's coming to lie on it, guys, because you can feel that there's a little circle here where to him it looks like a bed. It's very mischievous. I'm going to bring these 2 up here as well. Just the little ones. Is that the one? And I'll bring this one down at the bottom. I have to handle these very carefully, because if I handle it there and then just bend away, it will just snap it. So let's just lift up here. And bring that down as well. So we've got our purple grass. If you haven't got any spray, don't worry, guys. You don't have to use the purple grass. It's just something that came to mind as I was getting all my elements out. So I'm going to bring that there. My cat's looking at the door. Something's happening. He's like a guard dog as well. He lets me know. I want to bring some of the purple grass up at the top as well. Just incorporate it in. What is it, Marley? So I'm just looking around where I placed it on there at the back, so it gives me an idea of where to place the other one. So I don't want, I think here at the widest point we'll place the other 2. that's what we've done. Now I've got parfavolia, got a couple of oddments before the main stem, so I'm going to place those just in there for different foliage. To add that little extra texture as well. Oh, I've got one here. Could bring one up in the centre. Oh, I've got my finger caught on it. So we'll intertwine it in here and let it hang upwards. So I've placed a few on single picks. So what I'm going to do is dot those around coming upwards. So we'll start from around here. And I'm lifting them up once I place them in, like sliding them upwards. Instead of leaving them flat, I'm lifting them up to give that little bit of extra volume so they do stick out. I don't want a flat arrangement. I know it's looking a bit flat at the moment because I'm squashing everything, but I will manipulate it, fluff it up and bend things again just to give that lovely movement in the arrangement. We have got other things to go in as well. So I'm going to bring something around here. Oops-a-daisy. And then I'm going to place one up in the centre here. Like so. Now I have got these, what are going to add quite a nice little feature. And I'm going to place one around here. I don't want the stems extremely long. place one there, one around this area where our roses, and on the other side as well. Again, if you're not sure how, you know, where you want to place the, where you want to glue them in, just place them like I am just now on here. And that will give you, you know, an idea if you think that looks nice there. I may lift that up, bring that one there. And lift up these. Bring that one somewhere there. And then the last one I'll bring down at the bottom. So let's get 1, 2, 3. So we'll get this one in at the bottom first. Sit amongst those, and then I'll bring one here. And I'll just slightly lift it as well. I don't want it flat. And then one again under the rose. Again, I'll slightly lift that. And I'll just move around as I'm going. And I'm bringing one at the top like I have at the bottom. Just bring near the centre of the bow. Again, I don't mind if the bow is, you know, like a bit of a cluster, as I call them, because I want it to look like it's growing within the flowers. If you don't like that look, then place your bow on at a later stage where it's sitting on top of your flowers and foliage. And then the last one. Just have a look. Yeah, oh gosh, look at all the mess, guys. Right, let's grab our flowers up here. Now, before we do carry on, I want to get in some of our lavender. I will place a few in and then I'll save a few in case I need to see some on top. So I'll place some around the sides, but if I need any above here, then I'll save some to go above. So let's start again at the top and work round. So I always like to place them on the widest part as well of the wreath. Again, because if you think of it like similar to the swag, like a body part, there's your neck in the centre. There's your shoulders, there's your ribs, and there's your waist. So you're going wider at your shoulders like we have, and where our body starts to go in towards the waist. And that is how, if you think of it like that, that will give you a better idea of placing things, or should I say, a better idea of how to make it look, or where to go wider at which point with your florals and foliage. So then your neck is obviously where it goes in and it's slimmer, comes out wider on your shoulders, and then on your rib cage it starts to go in, and then obviously at your waist it goes in even further. So try that as an experiment to remember of how to shape a love heart or even a swag, and then you may find it slightly easier. So again, I'm bringing it in as I go down. I don't know how many of these I cut off the stem, guys. I just chopped a lot off, but it can be used. Then I'll bring two either side here, and then one again down at the bottom. So we're now going down to our waist. I'll save that, it's got quite a long stem one, so I'll save that to the bottom. About the same. So then I'll just go this side, and if you're not sure where you've placed it, just look where it is, go across like that, and then you know it needs to be somewhere under here. Again, it can't be an exact placement because you just can't get things exact unless you start to go into the floral design where you start to measure your place of your florals. So we'll bring that one under here at the bottom of our waist. So there we have it at the moment. I'll save the last few of these in case I need them for up above, or bring in the center. I could chop them down into smaller pieces. Right, now our floral. I want to get in the white ones first. So let's just pull one stem out. Oh, aren't these pretty? Let's take the tag off. And I'm going to cut these. I'll save that bit of greenery. Oh, I like that. Do I bring that? I may bring that one with it's got all those on at the bottom. And bring like these sort of like around this area to break up these two umbrella foliage. Bring that one at the bottom, then I'll probably get another bunch and bring it on the outer side. So let's just placing these on this side first. Under the lavender and the grass, so it breaks up the two purples together. And just entwine it with each other. Get this longer one. And I'm going to go right to the bottom with this one. That. And let's move around to this side. Again, break up this area. Like so. I feel I may need another, well, in fact I need some up here, so let's get another one. I'll get the bigger one to go at the top like I did at the bottom, so that will sit up here, and I'll use the other two for the side. So I'll bring these on the bottom of the wreath around the shoulder area, just to break that just purple around that end. There, and then the bigger one up here. I'll just cut this slightly shorter than the other one. And then we'll just lift like that. Let me just cut that off. So we've just got those up there as well. We'll play around with that in a moment. Right, so we've got those in. Now we've got, let's try our purple ranunculus. I think I've got 5 out. 4. Oh no, I've got 7. So what I'm wanting to do with these is sit these around here in between our purple roses. Because there's a gap here that I've been leaving out. So not placing anything in because I wanted to put the ranunculus there. just lift that one up a little bit so it doesn't look too sunk. And again, I'm going to bring, because there's purple here and purple here, I'm going to bring the purple here. So it's in between, again, the roses. So it's just under our bow. And I'm going to do that as well on this side. So we've got the purple there as well. And then I may bring one purple on top of the flower at the bottom, or I could bring them one either side there. So then with the purple flowers either side here, it makes a triangle in purple flowers with the rose. So we'll do that. So I will sit just here. And then do that either the opposite side. There as well. Let me just have a look. Oh, that's looking really pretty, guys. Really pretty. So now I've got, because I've got space here, I've got, oh, are these all on single picks? Oh, they are. They're all on single picks. Well, let me open the bunch up. They come with rafter around them. So if they're on single picks, do I, and we've got these on their own, do I add those in? We've got these on their own as well. I think they'd be nice added in. They are pretty though. I do like this sort of a dahlia. Or do I get, or do I get chrysanthemums? I may get bigger head chrysanthemums. I'll keep that out. Oh, there's only, oh, one moment. Hello? I'm here. Sorry guys, that was a delivery. So let me get these chrysanthemums, the bigger ones. I've got these chrysanthemums, the bigger ones. These are very realistic. I got these, I think, now I either got them from Thistle and Fern or Ruffles Creations. But they've even got the buds on, look, where they're closed, if you can see close up. Now, aren't they realistic? So, I'll put those back together. Place a rubber band on. use these. I love the idea of them having the buds on. I'm gonna, I think, so it's a bigger head as well, so it'll cover more, you'll have more coverage. So I think they look better. So let's just, oh, only if I can remember where I got these from. Just cut it a little bit shorter. And I'm going to place those here in between as well. Just give them a bit of height by bending them upwards. So I think I could bring some up here. I'm going to go for the ones that these, because I'm going to have a different variety. Some where they're open, some semi-open. Now these ones are semi-open, as you can see. They're not as full. So because they're smaller, I'm going to place those in between the the purple rose and the purple ranunculus, just to break up again the purple. So we'll place one here. I can just bend it. Let me grab my needle nose pliers, because I can't get to it very well. Like that. And let's grab another semi-opened one and do the same opposite. I feel that side seems to have more on in it than this side. So we'll perhaps have to put a bit more foliage in this side to fluff it up a little bit. And we'll just break that up. So what I'm going to do, got this. I may add that in, or a bit of parfavolia. I've got some of this left as well, what's on the stem. Again, little oddments that you have left, you could just pop in. Let's get a parfavolia. Now, do I cut it in half, and then I think I may add this. Again, just to, you know, bring it up a bit. I could get some Fortunia out actually. But let's just get some of this in here as well. Oh, you see, now that'll bug me because there's not one on this side. So I'm going to have to place one on that side. So let me see. And I've still got a bit of room under here. So what's different? See, these snap, look, very, you only have to touch them and they snap. Let's have a look. Oh, should I add? I want something with a bit of leaf, bigger leaf. I might add. Now I've got a mixture here of parfavolia and the oh my, is it the watermelon leaf? Something like that. I may put something a little lighter in. Yeah. I keep hearing noises. So let's just bring in this to place around here to fill in this gap here. I'm just gonna place one here as well. Oops, down there. Then I'm going to bring one in here as well to fill up that space. And do one on the opposite side. And it's nice to have something with a different bit of a pattern, or you know, on the leaf. I find it sets it off. No, I placed that in the wrong place. Just realised it. I know what it is. One's long. No, that one should be down there. I've just realised that one needs to be here. Then it's the white. Let me just stick that back on. The white bellflower here. Then the ranunculus, that belongs up there. And I played this above the ranunculus, right? I'm with it now, guys. There. So if I wish, I could place two there as well. I may do that actually instead. So I should have kept that one in. Never mind. All part of the enjoyment of creating something beautiful. So we'll put that in there. So it goes above here. see where that, I'm going to bring that down like that one, and those up in the centre. Where did that go? So we'll thread this through here. I still don't know whether to cut these shorter, or I may just turn them over like that. Now, so we've got it like that. So let me look from above. I think we need a few bits here. I've got these. Oh, but there are only 2 buds and one's got a main flower. So I could put the buds in. If I took the main flower off, and just use the buds for that area there. Again, I like to mix, you know, bigger head flowers with small. Stop it. So just to break up around this area. So that's, I'm going to bring in just a couple of buds to sit amongst them. Don't know. Glue that one back in. So it's around here. You just have them popping up like that. Right, I said I may want, oh mind you, I've still got these. Do I need these in? I don't think I really need these in, guys. Oh, we'll see. So I'm gonna move all these out of the way. We don't need these. So that's that. That can go in my ordnance bucket. Oh, mind you, that goes with those. Oh my goodness gracious me. I just like to get things out of the way, guys, once I've finished with them. So that's that. See, I've only got one of those left. I don't want to place it there. I could place it here and have a bit of floral in here. I'm going to do that with that. Saves me having to just place one purple ranunculus back on the shelf. I was just wondering with this as well. Do I place that up there? Or do I put both of these down here? So we'll hang on to that as well. We may as well use them, guys. So now I'm down to what we've got left are our wild daisies, our lavender, on these two last odd pieces of the floral, which I'm going to sit because there's nothing here. I mean, there's nothing there, so I could place one, with it, that being purple, place the mauve colour here, just there, and then the purple here, down here, in with that foliage there. So I'm going to do that. So we'll place this one just slightly there with its greenery showing. So that can be also be, oh, I've ripped one off. That can also be incorporated into the bow. Just fluff that up a little. So it looks like the flower's grown out of the bow. And then the other one at the bottom with the foliage that's under or coming upwards, just to have a little bit of floral. I'm not going to sit it directly where the rose is. If I can find a place to put it in. I'm going to have it sitting slightly higher. Let's just bring this foliage that we've got here in with it. So we've got it, if I bring it up like that, so it's coming upwards. So we may as well just use them last bits. Now these ribbons are, I think, driving me a little crazy with the tail ends. So they're going to be much shorter now. So I can just bend them over like that. And that can be bent downwards. Then bring the flower and its foliage. Somebody's here, guys. Again. 1 moment. Hello?
Hello, DPD.
Yeah.
Hi.
Are you alright?
Number 6?
Yes.
Brilliant. Yeah, just that one for you.
Right,
I
lovely.
always come straight to the shed because I know you're always in here.
Yes, I'm always in the workshop.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
That's a parcel for my son. Mind you, he did say before he went that there's one coming. My neighbours always say, oh, I'm off out today and I've got a parcel coming. And because I know you're always in and you get lots of parcels, do you mind, you know, if I leave a note and ask them to drop it off at yours? Because I know you'll be there. So I always say, yeah, why not? What are neighbours for? Right, I'm going to use the odd bit because I can see a little gap here around these two chrysanthemums at the bottom. So we're going to, or as a lot of people know them of, is in the florist, I'm not sure about personally, we tend to call them mums. So I'm going to cut some down smaller and bring those in. Again, just to fill in these little areas. Where I can see something's needed. And again, I'll do it on a few other places. So we'll do one on this side here. Bring it in. Again, what's on the outside, we'll bring some of it on the, really, you know, quite far onto the inner side. I just don't know if they're bugging me. The smaller I cut them, the more they bug me, because I feel that where I'm going with my floral, they're still in the way. I'm going to keep them bent like that a while. I'll maybe change them once I've finished. I'm going to bring one up here. I feel one's needed around there as well. And again, don't be frightened to just glue things on to your ribbon. I can't find where that belongs. I'll pop that through if I can, through the leaf, like that. I'll bring some just in there. Right, so let's just take a quick look above as I hold it up. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get rid of that glue string. So I'm just going to fluff the bow. I'm not going to add any more, guys, I don't think, because even these, so I don't want to cut it off if I'm not going to use it. No, we don't need those. I've used enough of those. So that's our project from the lady Katie, who wanted a Spring Loveheart in purples, creating complete. Now I'm even going to go shorter with these again. Sorry guys, I did start off with quite long ones, but I'm just going to have them quite short. I think it's needed on this one. I think it's mainly, the reason I'm doing this is because we've got these here from the bottom going up. I want those to be seen, and with the ribbon being slightly in the way, it's hiding them. So I'm just having them quite short instead. Change my mind. I'm okay with the ones at the top. So do I place on, it's hanging up, a ribbon for its hook? Or I think I may. So have I got some smaller ribbon. No, I'm just going to use that. Oh, actually, I'll use this. It's got this checked ribbon. It's not wired. Perfect. That will look lovely. So we're going to use that as our hook. I cut quite a long piece down because I may want to put a little bow at the top. So let's just fold it in half. So I've folded it in half of the length. And the one where it's the loop is, that is what's going through the back. So here is the hook. Oops, I've got a couple of stems sticking out. So let's cut those off. Tidy that up. We don't want one. Oh, that's just a little wire, so that's okay. We don't want them sticking in a customer's door. Let me pull that out because otherwise I won't be happy. And I'm going to replace it back in. But make sure it doesn't stick out. That's one. And is it the same? No, that one's not as bad. Or virtually none. You can't see it. So I'm just going to bring this through the hook. If I can grab it. There we go. So the loop, I've gone through with the loop first. Then I get the tail ends, place them through the loop, pull to the top like that. So now that is your hook. So you can then make your choice on how high you want to tie the next knot for the, you know, the hook to stop. I tend to usually do it where you can just see it about an inch above the flowers. So you can see it here. So that is where I will then tie another knot around my finger. Pull it through. I just like to tidy up the knot so it's not going to look unmessy. And then because I've got this left, which I said I may want to do a bow, so I wouldn't do a big bow because it's got no wire in and it would flop around everywhere. So let's just see if it doesn't look right or it's not sitting right, then I'll just chop off so it's got a couple of little tail ends instead. Let's just shorten the loops just by pulling on the tail ends. And then just pull again. I still think one's longer than the other, so okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go really short because I don't want it a big loop, and then pull. And then I shouldn't have too much of a bigger loop. Same there. So then we've got the tail ends. I don't want long tail ends. Small little dovetails. And there you have your little bow on the top. So that's your little bow sat on the top of your hook. So if I just get my easel out, I'll place it on the easel and then place the camera back up. Let's hang it up. Now while it's hung up as well, you can fluff everything up and manipulate things if it's just not sitting where you'd like. I'm just messing around a moment with it. And the bow. I will be with you in a minute, guys. I'm just making sure it's all sitting correctly. There we go. Right, so let's just, my cat moves, go away. I hope you could see why my cat was there. So let's just get rid of the mess. Right, let's place it. Come on. Right, so let's just sit it up. I'll come back a little bit to the point where I can get it all in. I don't want... Excuse my cup. There. So, this has been our request for today from Katie for a springtime purple Loveheart wreath. She doesn't want a big one. I mean, if I did do a big one, I've got big Lovehearts, which would probably end up, you know, but over 60 centimeters, which is over 2 foot. So, but this isn't. This is just a nice standard little size, you know, what could sit on any front door. It would sit on any standard door, you know, or even if you wanted it in the house, or in your entrance hallway, in your foyer, wherever you'd like to place it. You know, it's small enough not to look out of place, and it would sit quite nicely. So I hope that you enjoyed that, guys, and that request. If anybody has any requests that they'd like to see, to give them an idea for when you're creating, feel free to drop me a message on the YouTube channel, and or you could private message me on the flower patch, which is all one word, 2401@gmail.com. So if you're going to give it a go, something to get ready for the spring, and you want to give something a go, maybe in yellows, you know, nice spring colour, or if you like it in whites and yellows or pinks, you know, again, or lilacs, or really, you know, anything bright and cheerful, or I don't know, purples, cerise colours, deep yellows with light, you know, white, add white with it just to bring it all alive. Then, you know, give it a go. And if you've got some dried flowers or dried stems, or you'd like to, you know, get some, and you'd like to purchase some, just place the pick on the end, because they will snap, guys. They are very fragile. So as you saw, some of mine was snapping off, but by adding dry flowers in with the artificial, it does give a lovely touch to it, you know, and something slightly different. I think these ones are lovely. So as you can see, we came down, and again, where I say this is the neck part, your shoulders are the widest part of the love heart, then your rib cage coming here, and then your waist at the bottom. So just remember that format, and then and that will shape your arrangement and give you that line that you need for the love heart. Because some people struggle with the love heart ones, because if they're filling the whole love heart in, they can't see the shape of it unless they keep turning it over. But then they can't always create that shape themselves. It doesn't in the end look like a love heart, because it's either too full and that shape's disappeared. So hence the reason I say, think of it as the neck and the shoulders, make this part on the shoulders wider. Then come in slightly from the wider point for your ribs, and then come in even more from your ribs to your waist. And then the bottom where your waist is will make that point. And by placing in flowers and foliage at a point, or some foliage, what I've got like a point, like the lavender, these are pointy on the tips, bringing those down to create that point and that finishing point at the bottom. That also can help. Not just lavender, you know, even if it's greenery or any other thing like that, or like this parfavolia, because it's long, that will bring that point, that, you know, when it comes to filling in the tip part. When I mean the tip, I mean the very end, as you can see here, just here. So as you're coming in to the waist, you're going in even further past the waist to that point at the bottom, by using something with a pointed, you know, tip will help you, you know, to create that point, and it will be, you know, when you look at it, you will see that you've got that shape. So I've done it before when I was learning. I tried to do the love heart shape, and I found it a struggle to start with, because the love heart shape disappeared, because I wasn't keeping that linear, or the line, you know, or the boundary of it. I was going beyond, and I was just making it worse for myself. But I got there with a bit of practice. I did get there, and so will you guys. So again, if you'd like to give it a go, please give it a go and get it ready for spring. You know, if you want to place it aside until, you know, either after Valentine's Day, or you've got until Valentine's Day, you know, or probably just after, to start, you know, to do it. Take your time, do a little bit at a time, put it away when you're not as busy again and you've got a bit of time on your hands. Bring it back out and fill a little bit more in, And again, you've got till March next year, guys. So, but us, you know, again, as I've stated, as a business in floristry and that, we have to be at least 1 to 2 seasons ahead. So hence the reason we're doing it now. So before Santa arrives. I can't wait for Santa. I'm done. My son Tommy has got me a surprise present. Oh my goodness. I don't like it when he says that, because my mind starts ticking like a bomb, guys. Thinking of anything and everything. And then I go up to him and say, is it this? Is it this? And he won't tell me. So why tell me that he's got me a surprise present if he doesn't want me to know? Ugh. So, but I just can't wait for Santa to arrive. So again, please subscribe, share and like to the world, to everybody who you know, just to help get my business recognised, guys. And, you know, just so when people type in on YouTube, artificial flower arranging, that my name will pop up, you know, amongst all the other fabulous florist people, you know, designers. So have a great day, guys. Take care. If it's cold where you are, please wrap up warm. There's you know, a lot of people moaning in the UK concerning the government with the pensions and the heating. I totally agree with the public. It's a disgrace. Maybe you in the States have heard, but if you can't get that, you know, aid, you know, for the older generation, please wrap up as much as you can, or maybe visit a, you know, a family member's house where it's warm, you know, and hopefully they'll invite you there. They should do, if they love you like they say, you know. But please, if you don't, you know, you're alone, place lots and lots of blankets on you to stay warm, because I do worry. I used to be a nurse and I worked with old age pensioners, so I do care a lot about the older generation. So again, guys, take care, good health, God bless, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. So bye for now, and I love you all, and keep your comments coming. So take care, everyone. Bye. Right, let's just move the camera forward a little bit so I could take it off the stand. I've got my cat whining outside again because I've shut the door as he went out. So let's just, oops a daisy, nearly dropped the light. So there's a little just gingham style bow that we did at the top. And there's the umbrella leaf plant there, with my favourite ranunculus flower. Some of the foliage from the pick, or should I say this is the other swag that I use and I pulled off in paperback. Our beautiful roses, if I can get in, just there. Our purple grass, our lavender, some of the dried foliage there, and our white bellflower, or you can see it better there, white bellflower, our chrysanthemums or mums, so the ones semi-open and the ones here fully open, with just a couple of buds from a mauvey coloured rose. And then we've got the pineapple leaf foliage. We've got our parfavolia here as well, and our purple wheat that we've got, dried wheat as well. Oh, and the dried chrysanthemums, baby chrysanthemums there, what came in the bunch of the dried flowers. And of course, again, I think I said the lavender and that. So, and then we have our bow with the lavender on, and then our eleganza burlap ribbon in plain lilac also, and the tail ends where I chopped and chopped and chopped until I was happy. And then we've got our dusted twined fern incorporated within the arrangement as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope that you give it a go and have fun when you do give it a go. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. Bye for now.